All right, get ready because today we're going to do a deep dive into something called the Cosmeno-Realm.
Cosmeno-Realm.
Yeah, you heard that right?
Yeah.
Cosmeno-Realm.
Wow.
It's a new one for me too, but the source material describes it as this fascinating way to think about
Yeah.
how city life and culture come together, almost like
Wow.
some kind of secret code underlying the
Yeah.
urban landscape.
And the source material really emphasizes how important it is to preserve this Cosmeno spirit.
Yeah.
It uses the word town,
Mm.
but it seems like it could apply to anything from a tiny village
Yeah.
to like a sprawling megacity.
So imagine this Cosmeno-Spirit as the heartbeat of a city.
Uh-huh.
What gives it that unique rhythm?
Right.
The source mentions a whole bunch of belongings like music, dancing, clothes, even
Yeah.
food, festivals, and something called a Rex Chief system.
Oh, wow.
It's like this vibrant mix that goes beyond just art and entertainment.
Yeah, it's more like a recipe, a cultural blueprint
Mm.
that's been passed down through generations, shaping the city's identity.
Right.
And what's interesting is this idea of the Cosmeno realm having two distinct sides,
Okay.
the cosmestream and the cosmic ground.
Okay.
It's almost like the mainstream versus the underground.
Okay, I'm picturing this Cosmostream as that globalized culture you see everywhere.
Right.
Think Starbucks, big name brands, pop music on the radio, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the Cosmic Ground is more like that hidden vintage record store or a local festival only the neighborhood knows about.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And the source points out that while the cosmostream tends to be dominant,
Mm,
especially in this age of globalization,
right.
the ideal is actually the cosground, the heart and soul of what makes a city truly unique.
But wait, isn't that a bit of a paradox?
Yeah.
If the Cosmostream is everywhere, how can the Cosmic Ground survive?
Yeah.
It feels like a constant push and pull between global trends and local authenticity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It raises the question of how cities can retain their character in a world that's becoming more and more interconnected.
Yeah.
Think about it when you travel. What are you drawn to?
Hmm.
Is it the familiar chain restaurants or the hidden gems that give a place its flavor?
Definitely the hidden gems.
Yeah.
And this brings us to another term from the source, neo-urban style.
Okay.
It's presented as a synonym for the whole Cosmeno realm culture.
Okay.
But it's interesting how it combines neo, something new and modern, with urban, hinting at the traditional roots of a city.
Neo-urban style definitely feels more relatable,
Yeah.
but it also suggests this fusion of influences, a blend of the global and the local that creates a unique urban identity.
And here's where things get really mind-blowing. The source claims that every city's Cosmeno realm is connected globally.
Wow.
Like they're all part of a secret network.
Okay.
It's like each city is an ambassador for this urban culture,
Right.
sharing ideas and influences across borders.
Think of it like this. You might find a similar vibe in the street art scene of Berlin
Okay.
and the underground music scene of Tokyo.
Yeah.
They're different expressions,
Mm.
but they both tap into that same energy, that desire to create something authentic and unique
Well,
within the urban landscape.
that makes total sense. And the source makes it clear
Yeah.
a key purpose of this whole Cosmeno realm thing is to give people a sense of belonging and urban identity that goes beyond just where you're from.
Uh-huh.
It's like finding your tribe in the concrete jungle, a
Yeah.
community that shares your passions and values.
Yeah. So it's fascinating how this idea of the Cosmeno realm goes beyond just the physical aspects of a city.
Yeah.
The source mentions astronomical and spiritual elements,
Yeah.
suggesting there's a deeper meaning woven into the fabric of urban life.
Okay, that's definitely intriguing. It's like
Huh.
there's a cosmic connection or
Huh.
something beyond just the buildings and streets.
Yeah.
I'm picturing constellations reflected in skyscrapers, ancient myths whispering through alleyways, that kind of vibe.
It's like each city has its own mythology.
Yeah.
A story written in the stars and passed down through generations.
Right.
The source uses some pretty cryptic terms to describe how this happens.
Mm.
Things like the Rex Chief system, Cosmeno rolls, and even ketchagrams.
Wow.
It sounds almost like a secret society guarding the city's soul.
Hold on, Rex Chief system.
Yeah.
That sounds straight out of a sci-fi novel.
Right.
I'm imagining these Rex Chiefs as wise elders,
Uh-huh.
maybe even shamans
Mm.
who understand the city's energy and guide its evolution.
Mm.
They could be artists, musicians, community leaders,
Yeah.
anyone who embodies the Cosmeno spirit and passes it on to others.
It's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
The source also mentions Cosmeno-Realm councils,
Okay.
suggesting a more organized effort to preserve and cultivate this urban heritage.
Right.
It makes me think about groups like historical societies, arts organizations, even neighborhood associations. They could all be playing a role in shaping the Cosmeno-Realm without even realizing it.
So, if this Cosmeno realm is so powerful, how does it actually show up in everyday life? Is it something people are consciously aware of?
Right.
Or is it more like an undercurrent shaping the city's vibe without anyone really noticing?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
The source describes the Cosmeno-Realm as an umbrella term,
Okay.
which suggests it encompasses a wide range of things, from grand festivals to subtle interactions between people. It could be as obvious as a mural on a building, or as subtle as a shared sense of humor among a certain group.
So you might not see a billboard announcing, "Welcome to the Cosmeno realm."
Right. But you feel it in the energy of the streets,
Yeah.
the way people interact, the stories they tell.
Exactly. Think about the local slang,
Right.
the inside jokes.
Yeah.
Those hidden spots only locals know about. They all contribute to the Cosmeno realm, even if people don't have a name for it.
You know, this whole idea of interconnectedness makes me think about those Lokie, the source mentioned.
They're described as significant metropolises within the Cosmeno realm.
Right.
Could they be like the nerve centers of this global network, amplifying the Cosmeno-Spirit and transmitting it outwards?
That's a fascinating analogy.
Yeah.
It suggests there's a hierarchy within the Cosmeno-Realm, with certain cities acting as cultural hubs or amplifiers.
Right.
It would be interesting to see how these Loki interact and influence each other. Imagine the flow of ideas and energy between cities like New York, Tokyo, London, Rio. They all have such distinct Cosmeno realms, but they're also connected in this invisible web.
And think about the impact of globalization.
Right.
As people move between cities and cultures mix,
Yeah.
how does the Cosmeno realm adapt? Does it become more homogenized, or does it find new ways to express its uniqueness?
That's the challenge facing every Cosmeno realm.
Right.
It's a delicate balance between preserving tradition and embracing new influences.
Yeah.
Imagine a city like New Orleans, deeply rooted in its musical heritage, but also constantly evolving as new artists emerge and blend their styles with the old.
It's like the Cosmeno realm is a living organism, breathing, adapting, and constantly changing.
Yeah.
But the question is, how does it maintain its identity amidst all this change? How does it avoid being swallowed up by global trends?
The source hints at this with the idea of farewell matters. Perhaps it's about letting go of outdated traditions, making space for new ones to emerge.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a process of renewal, like shedding old skin to allow for growth.
That's a powerful image. It suggests that the Cosmeno realm is not static, but dynamic.
Yeah.
It's constantly evolving, just like the city itself. But there's also this sense of continuity, a thread that connects the past to the present and the future.
Exactly. And this continuity is expressed through the visual language of the Cosmeno realm.
Okay.
The source mentions specific symbols and colors. The astronomical symbol for Earth and the colors blue, black, and white.
Okay.
They're like visual cues that point to this deeper meaning, this interconnectedness between cities and cultures.
That's interesting. I wonder what those colors symbolize.
Yeah. Blue could represent the vastness of the sky, black the depth of history, and white the purity of the Cosmeno-Spirit.
I like that interpretation.
Yeah.
It suggests that the Cosmeno realm is not just about the physical world, but also about something larger, something transcendent.
So we've got this intricate system of symbols, colors,
Yeah.
and maybe even secret councils,
Yeah.
all working to preserve and transmit this intangible energy. But how does language play into all of this? The source mentions that the official language of the town's country is the first language,
Right.
with English as the second. Does this mean the Cosmeno realm transcends language barriers?
It's certainly possible.
Yeah.
Think about how music, art, and even fashion can communicate across languages. They tap into something deeper, something universal that resonates with people regardless of their background.
It's like there's a Cosmeno speak, a language of the soul that goes beyond words.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a shared smile, a nod of understanding.
Right. A feeling of connection that transcends cultural differences.
It's a beautiful thought. It suggests that the Cosmeno realm can bring people together despite their differences, creating a sense of unity and belonging in a world that can often feel fragmented.
And remember that list of belongings from the source.
Yeah.
Music, dancing, clothing, food, customs, symbols. It's like they're all tools for creating and expressing the Cosmeno-Spirit.
It's a rich tapestry,
Yeah.
woven from threads of tradition, innovation, and global influences.
And it's not just about preserving the past.
Right.
The Cosmeno-Realm is also about shaping the future. It's about finding new ways to connect, create, and build a sense of community in our ever-changing cities.
It's a reminder that cities are not just concrete jungles,
Yeah.
but living, breathing organisms with a soul.
Right.
And the Cosmeno-Realm is the expression of that soul.
It's almost like we've been given this key, to unlock the secrets of the city, to see it not just as like a collection of buildings, but like as this living, breathing entity with its own unique spirit.
And what's amazing is that this Cosmeno-Realm, this city spirit,
Right.
it isn't bound by language or borders. It's something that can be felt and experienced on a deeper level,
Right.
connecting people across cultures and continents.
Thinking about all this makes me want to like grab a notebook, walk around my city, and start deciphering its Cosmeno-Realm. Like, what are the symbols, the colors, the sounds, the rituals that make it unique?
That's exactly the kind of curiosity this whole concept encourages.
Yeah.
It's about looking beyond the surface,
Right.
paying attention to the details, and noticing the connections that might have been hidden in plain sight before.
And it's not just about observing, right? It's
Right.
about participating, contributing to the energy and evolution of your city's Cosmeno-Realm.
Absolutely.
Whether you're an artist, a musician, a shopkeeper, or just someone who loves exploring their city, you're part of this dynamic, ever-changing tapestry.
Think about those Rex chiefs and Cosmeno roles we discussed earlier.
Right.
Maybe they're not just mythical figures, but everyday people who are actively shaping the cultural landscape through their passions and actions.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
Well,
I think it's a call to adventure.
yeah.
An invitation to become like a Cosmeno explorer in your own city.
Right.
To go beyond the tourist traps and discover the hidden gems, the local legends, the unexpected connections that make your city come alive.
Start by listening to the music that fills the streets.
Yeah.
The stories told in cafes and bars, the traditions passed down through generations.
Right.
Taste the food, explore the neighborhoods, and talk to the people who make your city unique.
Yeah.
You might be surprised by what you uncover.
And remember, the Cosmeno-Realm isn't like a fixed thing.
Right.
It's constantly evolving, shaped by the people who live there, the ideas they share, and the choices they make.
Yeah.
So ask yourself, what's your contribution to this vibrant tapestry? What will you add to the legacy of your city's Cosmeno-Realm?
It's a powerful thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
To realize that each of us has the potential to shape the future of our cities.
Right.
To contribute to the energy and spirit that will be passed down to generations to come.
So keep your eyes open, your ears tuned, and your heart receptive. The Cosmeno-Spirit is all around you, waiting to be discovered. And who knows, you might just find yourself becoming a part of something much bigger than you ever imagined.